1 Samuel chapter 11. Nahash was the king of Ammon. He and his army went up to Jabesh Gilead. They surrounded and got ready to attack it. All the men of Jabesh spoke to Nahash. They said, "Make a peace treaty with us, then we will be under your control." Nahash, the king of Ammon, replied, "I will make a peace treaty with you, but I will do it only on one condition. You must let me put out the right eye of every one of you. I want to bring shame on the whole nation of Israel." The elders of Jabesh said to him, "Give us 7 days to report back to you. We will send messengers all through Israel. If no one comes to save us, we will hand ourselves over to you." The messengers came to Gilead of Sor. They reported to the people the terms Nahash had required, and all the people wept out loud. Just then Sor was coming in from the fields. He was walking behind his oxen. He asked, "What's wrong with everyone? Why are they weeping?" He was told what the man of Jabesh had said. When Sor heard the words, the Spirit of God came powerfully on him. He became very angry. He got a pair of oxen and cut them into pieces. He sent the pieces by messengers all through Israel. They announced, "You must follow Sor and Samuel. If you don't, this is what will happen to your oxen." The terror of the Lord fell on the people, so all of them came together with one purpose in mind. Sor brought his army together at Bezek. There were 300,000 men from Israel and 3,000 from Judah. The messengers who had come were told, "Go back and report to the men of Jabesh Gilead. Tell them, by the hottest time of the day tomorrow, you will be rescued." The messengers went and reported to the men of Jabesh. It made those men very happy. They said to the people of Ammon, "Tomorrow we will hand ourselves over to you. Then you can do to us whatever you like." The next day, Sor separated his men into 3 groups. While it was still dark, they broke into the camp of the Ammonite army. They kept killing the men of Ammon until the hottest time of day. Those who got away were scattered. There were not 2 of them left together anywhere. The people said to Samuel, who asked, "Is Sor going to lord over us? Turn these men over to us. We will put them to death." But Sor said, "No one will be put to death today. After all, this is the day the Lord has rescued Israel." Then Samuel said to the people, "Come on, let's go to Gilgal. Then we will agree again to have Sor as our king." So all the people went to Gilgal. There, with the Lord as witness, they made Sor their king. There they sacrificed friendship offering to the Lord, and their Sor and all the Israelites celebrate with great joy. 1 Samuel chapter 12. Samuel spoke to all the Israelites. He said, "I've done everything you asked me to do. I placed the king over you. Now you have a king as your leader, but I'm old. My hair is gray. My sons are here with you. I've been your leader from the time I was young until this day. Here I stand. Bring charges against me if you can. The Lord is a witness, and so is his anointed king. Whose ox have I taken? Whose donkey have I taken? Have I cheated anyone? Have I treated anyone badly? Have I accepted money from anyone who wanted special favors? If I've done any of these things, I will make it right." "You haven't cheated us," they replied. "You haven't treated us badly. You haven't taken anything from anyone." Samuel said to them, "The Lord is a witness against you this day, and so is his anointed king. They are witnesses that I haven't taken anything from any of you." "The Lord is a witness," they said. Then Samuel said to the people, "The Lord appointed Moses and Aaron. He brought out of Egypt your people who lived long ago. Now then, stand here. I'm going to remind you of all the good things the Lord has done for you and your people. He is a witness." After Jacob's family entered Egypt, they cried out to the Lord for help. The Lord sent Moses and Aaron. They brought your people out of Egypt. They had them make their homes in this land. But the people forgot the Lord their God, so he put them under the control of Sisera. Sisera was the commander of the army of Hazor. The Lord also put the Israelites under the control of the Philistine and the king of Moab. All those nations fought against Israel. So the people cried out to the Lord. They said, "We have sinned. We have deserted the Lord. We have served gods that are named Baal. We are served the female gods that are named Ashtoreth. But save us now from the power of our enemies, then we will serve you. The Lord sent Gideon, Barak, Jephthah, and me. He saved you from the power of your enemies who were all around you, so you lived in safety. But then you saw that Nahash, the king of Ammon, was about to attack you. So you said to me, "No, we want a king to rule over us." You said it even though the Lord your God was your king. Now, here is the king you haven't chosen. He is the one you asked for. The Lord has placed a king over you, but you must have respect for the Lord. You must serve him and obey him. You must not say no to his commands. Both you and the king who rules over you must obey the Lord your God. If you do, that's good. But you must not obey him. You must not say no to his commands. If you do, his power will be against you. That's what happened to your people who lived before you. So stand still. Watch the great things the Lord is about to do right here in front of you. It's time to gather in the wind, isn't it? I will call out to the Lord to send the thunder and the rain. Then you will realize what an evil things you did in the sight of the Lord. You shouldn't have asked for a king. Samuel called out to the Lord. The same day, the Lord sent thunder and rain, so all the people had a great respect for the Lord and for Samuel. They said to Samuel, "Pray to the Lord your God for us. Pray that we won't die because we asked for a king." That wasn't evil things to do. We added to all our other sins. "Don't be afraid," Samuel replied. "It's true that you have done all these evil things, but don't turn away from the Lord. Serve him with all your heart. Don't turn away and worship statues of gods. They are useless. They can't do you any good. They can't save you either. They are completely useless. But the Lord will be true to his great name. He won't turn his back on his people. That's because he was pleased to make you his own people. I would never sin against the Lord by failing to pray for you. I will teach you to live in a way that is good and right. But be sure to have respect for the Lord. Serve him faithfully. Do it with all your heart. Think about the great things he has done for you. But don't be stubborn. Don't continue to do what is evil. If you do, both you and your king will be destroyed.